So, hi everyone. So this video might be a little bit long because I'll be talking about my wildcard, my game week points, and also my team for this game week, my captainship and everything. So yeah, this might be a little long, but yeah, I'll try and keep it short and give you all the information. So yeah, as you can see, the team template of my wildcard, some players are already revealed, and these are some of the obvious players that I did not want to elaborate on, right? Because these look like very easy and obvious picks like Mendy, Fernandez, Kane, Son, Jota. I think most of you already have them in your team, and I don't think I need to explain why, right? Because like I'm pretty sure a lot of you have removed Martinez for Mendy because of his fixtures, right? The Martinez fixtures are not that good, so I feel like yeah, a lot of you must have removed him for Mendy, or maybe Patricio or some of these players who have good fixtures, right? So yeah, another thing I want to mention is the team that I have created this time for the wildcard is mostly targeted towards the fixtures that the players have rather than their form, right? So yeah, there might be some kind of differential picks also, which I will reveal in a while. So yeah, I want you to say that since there's not a lot of games left, I'm trying to attack the fixtures rather than form. So this team is kind of a template that has players that has very good run of fixtures. So yeah, firstly, as I said, Mendy, very obvious pick. Fernandez, I think I don't need to explain him because I bought him for about 10.5 million, I guess. He's already 11.6, 11.7. So I feel like I don't need to remove him. He is playing 90 minutes. He takes penalties. He's on free kicks, all kind of set pieces. So I feel like I don't need to remove Fernandez. Like he also plays in Game Week 33, the blank Game Week. So that is one of the reason I did not remove Fernandez. So Son and Kane, they have double Game Week coming up in Game Week 32, right? So I feel like until Game Week 32, Son and Kane will be in my team. Now, after that, I don't know if Son will be in my team or not, but I'm pretty sure Kane will be there. So that's for the future. I don't want to talk about that now. Until Game Week 32, I'm pretty sure I'll have Son and Kane in my team if they are fit enough to play the double game week, right? And maybe if I can, I might also bring in Reguilon. I'm not really sure. I had Reguilon. I removed Reguilon because of some. I had to manage the budget, right? So yeah, Son and Kane, because of the Game Week 32 double game week, I have both of them there. So I think they are very obvious picks, and I'm pretty sure a lot of you have also triple upped on the Spurs assets. So yeah. Now another thing about Jota. Now I think looking ahead at his price range, I think he's a bargain right now. Right now he might be a rotation risk. I'm not pretty sure. Right. Let's see what happens. But still, I feel like if you can't afford Salah, Mane, and these kind of big money players, I think Jota is the way to the Liverpool team for the attacking return. So it just feels like a very obvious pick. Like Jota, Lingard, these are very cheap players who are in very good form. And the thing about Jota is that it's not just about the form. The fixtures are also not that bad for Liverpool in upcoming games. So that is one of the reasons I have Jota there. So yeah, these are very obvious picks. So as I said, I did not want to elaborate too much on them. So let's move on to the other players that I have. So firstly, talking about the defender, let's talk about the most expensive defender that I have in my team, and that is Cresswell. Now, I personally bought Cresswell for about 5 million, right? And now he's already 6 point something, I guess. So now I don't like Cresswell's fixture, right? But the way that West Ham are playing and all the responsibility that Cresswell has, like all the set pieces, and he plays full 90 minutes, I still feel like I don't want to get rid of him. Like looking for a longer term, right? The Cresswell fixture is not that bad. Now, for now, up to 3-4 games, he does not have the best fixture, but still he can get you points because of the set pieces and the clean sheets, right? But in a longer term, I feel like he is worth keeping, and I don't want to lose that value. As I've always said, the team value does not matter. The team value is not going to get you anything, and I know that. So Cresswell is like a very subjective kind of pick, right? You don't have to have him in your team. I personally have bought him for so very cheap price. And looking at the fixture and the way that West Ham are playing, looking at the table where West Ham are, I'm pretty sure they would want to push more and get into that European zone. So I feel like Cresswell, I'll just leave him there because of how early I bought him, and I don't want to lose value on him. It's just similar to Fernandez, but as I said, team value does not matter. So if you want to remove Cresswell, I think I don't understand that, because like I don't like the fixture that he has in upcoming days. But still, for me personally, I think Cresswell is a very good pick for a longer term until the end of the season. Now, Cresswell is more of a emotional kind of pick than a tactical pick for me personally, right? So if you want to remove Cresswell, please do it. Feel free to do that. I don't understand. For his price range, looking at the fixture, it does not look good. But for me personally, I did not want to remove Cresswell for how he's been performing, right? So yeah, that's your personal choice. If you want to remove Cresswell, please do it. I'm not saying Cresswell is the best choice, because for cheaper price you could get players like Rudiger and all these players who have good fixtures. So I feel like there are better options than Cresswell, but I personally want to keep Cresswell because of all his set piece duties and how he plays full 90 minutes. Now, there are some differential picks I've done so that maybe I could gain some rank, right? As I've said, I'm around 200,000, and I'm not going to achieve anything with that rank. So it's all about experimenting right now, and that does not mean making hasty moves and decisions that won't do good for you, right? I'm kind of taking calculated risk. So looking at the fixture, I wanted to add this player because I feel like there might be some point returns there. I particularly am not a big fan of how they are playing right now, but still I have bought Aubameyang for 11.4 million. So that price range just looks too much for Aubameyang. I do know that, but right, the fixtures, I just can't complain about the fixtures they have in upcoming game. Sheffield, Fulham, and after that Everton might be a tough one, but again, Newcastle, West Brom, that just looks like very good fixtures that I don't want to miss out on. So I feel like Aubameyang might be a very good differential pick, right? So yeah, I could captain him this week also. Like, he's only selected by 9.3, 9.4% of people. So I feel like Aubameyang could be a very good differential pick. Now, as I said, just because I have Aubameyang does not mean he's the best choice or anything. Because for that price range, you could get De Bruyne, you could get Salah. But again, De Bruyne rotation risk. They have Champions League games and they have all the other FA Cup games and everything. So I just don't want De Bruyne there because of that reason. Maybe I'll get De Bruyne after the Game Week 33, because Man City also blank in Game Week 33. So that is one of the reasons I don't have any Man City player in my team. So yeah, after maybe Game Week 33, if I feel like I need a Man City player, maybe I'll try and get hands on Gundogan or all these players. They are very cheap, right? I could get Mahrez and all these players. So for now, I think I'm fine not having Man City players. I could be like hugely punished, Man City could punish me, but still, I feel like I need to target the fixtures. So looking at that, I think Aubameyang is a very good pick, a differential one, a very good differential in my opinion. On penalties, plays 90 minutes. So let's see how that works out. But yeah, the most expensive midfielder for me in this team, in my wildcard, is Aubameyang, and let's hope that works out. Now, talking about the fixtures, let's get to the defenders first. As I've said, this is very fixture-oriented team that I have, the wildcard team that I have. So let's go to the defenders now. Now, two defenders that I pick is like very, very, fixture oriented, and those are Cody and Holding. Now, these two players they're not the best picks, right? But for their price, I feel like looking at upcoming fixtures, even if they give me at least 2 or 3 clean sheet, I'll be very happy. Now, I'm not expecting any kind of point return from Cody and Holding except for the clean sheet. Now, that is the worst thing about having center backs in your team. Like, there's no attacking returns, but still, maybe if they can get me a header goal or something, I don't know, I'll be happy with it. So Holding and Cody are two of the players that I'm bringing in, and I feel like that might work out. Let's see what happens. I was looking through the Arsenal team sheet, right? And like maybe Mari could come there, I don't know. David Luiz is injured, so let's see what happens. But I feel like Holding could be a very good choice for at least I don't know, this end of the season. So let's see what happens. But yeah, Cody and Holding, looking at the fixture, I do think they are very good picks. Now, one thing is I wanted to talk about Neto also. Now, I've already said Holding and Cody are two good fixture-oriented players. Now, Neto is also one of those players, right? Very good fixture, and not having Jimenez means it looks like Neto, not the talisman, but still Neto is the player that looks like he will make something happen for the Wolves team, right? And Wolves really need it right now. And I did have Cody and Neto in my team until last night, until I saw how Wolves performed, right? So I didn't like how they played. So I'm not like, I don't know. I feel like I did not want two Wolves players. That's all I'm saying. I'm not expecting huge point returns from Cody. As I said, a clean sheet would be fine to me. So I had Neto and Cody. Now, since I felt like I did not want two Wolves players, although they have very good run of fixtures, I bought in Pereira for midfield. Now, for that kind of price range, I did not see a lot of players that I want to kind of depend on, right? Now, Neto was that player. I felt like he would return me very good points. Since now I did not want Neto there, I felt like I just take chance with Pereira. Now, the thing about Pereira is I've always said I'm a big fan of players who take set pieces. Right now, Pereira is on corners. He takes free kicks. He takes free kicks. He takes penalties. Right. So I feel like now he won't be returning points every season, but West Brom have something to play for. They need to get out of that relegation zone, right? So I feel like Pereira could be a big influence in that team to get out of that relegation zone. So that is one of the reasons I have Pereira there instead of Neto. So if you want to play around with Neto or Pereira or any other midfielder who like cheap midfielder, right, you can depend on, do that, right? I personally feel like I did not want Cody and Neto, two of the Wolves players. So that is one of the reasons I removed Neto and bought in Pereira. Let's hope Pereira just gets a penalty or something. So that is one of the reasons I have Pereira there as another differential player. Now, talking about another budget player, that is in my defense, Phillips. Now, one of the reasons I have Phillips is because he is playing 90 minutes. Now, I don't know if he's going to play every game 90 minutes because they have Williams there, Kabak there, right? All these players. But I still feel like there's a very good chance that Phillips will get more minutes. And for 4.0, I think you can't expect too much. But still, even if he gives me a clean sheet, that's pretty much fine. Now, one thing I hate about this wildcard team that I have is I have a lot of centre backs in my team. And I'm very aware of that, right? But the fixtures are too good too. Phillips might be a very good pick. Let's see what happens. But I still feel like even if Phillips does not play, I still have a good defense that can cover up for him and that can come off the bench just in case Phillips does not start or anything of that kind happens, right? So yeah, Phillips is another budget pick for me. And talking about budget picks, my another goalkeeper for after Mendy is Foster. Now Foster did play this week, right? So I hope that continues. And the one reason I have Foster there is I could have easily picked some player like Button who's 3.8, 3.9, right? That could save me some money. Now Foster, if he keeps on playing, I believe that Southampton still has a double game week left, and I don't know when. And that is the main reason I have Foster in my team. Now, if Foster keeps on playing, I feel like Foster should be the one as a very cheap, budget player that plays in a double game week. So that just looks like a very good, trade-off business for me. I mean, they're very good business because he's like only 4.0 million. And if he plays both the games in double game week, now I don't know when is Southampton's double game week. The one of the game is against Crystal Palace, so probably there's a clean sheet there. So yeah, that is one of the reasons I have Foster rather than Button there. So let's hope in a longer term that works out. If Foster plays in the double game week, I think for 4.0 playing 2 games in a week, that just looks like a big bargain to me. I'll just put out the player Davies there, right? He's there just for the budget. Let's just not talk about him a lot. I just needed the budget, so he will be in the bench. He won't be playing or anything. I just needed a good money to use somewhere else. So after that, after Keane and Davies, another striker that I have in my team is Vardy. Now this is also another player like Aubameyang, right? He does not look like a very obvious pick or anything, but the fixtures are too good to ignore. So that is one of the reasons I have Vardy there, selected by about 18% or something. So yeah, for Gameweek 31 against West Ham, I don't expect a lot, but still West Ham are not invincible or something. They could concede. And yeah, and after that, West Brom, Crystal Palace, Southampton, and Newcastle. So yeah, Newcastle and West Brom, those 2 games, I do believe there's something there. And maybe against even Crystal Palace and also Southampton, because Southampton have been conceding. So yeah, that's one of the reasons I have Vardy there. As I said, yes, Vardy, Aubameyang, these players are not very obvious picks, but still these look like a very calculated risk in my opinion. I think they are very good risk, and if these players perform well, I think that will help my rank a lot. So that is what I'm trying to do. And yeah, just if you want to go for Salah, De Bruyne, Sterling, these kind of players, I think they're fine. They're just good. As I said, just because I don't have the players in my team does not mean they're bad options or anything. I just wanted to get some differential players that people might not be attacking so that I can boost my rank easily. That's what I'm trying. So Aubameyang and Vardy does look like that. And yeah, looking at the fixture for Vardy, and Vardy on penalty, right? And he also plays in Gameweek 33. So I just feel like it might be a very good pick. Let's see what happens. The thing is, I'm also making this team looking at how Man City players don't play in Gameweek 33, and also Spurs players don't play in Gameweek 33. So that means I'll have to reduce the number of Man City and Spurs players just so that there I have 11 players for Gameweek 33. I don't want like 5-6 players of combined of Spurs and Man City players, and like not have enough players to play in Gameweek 33. So that's what I'm trying to do. So that is one of the reason I've bought very minimal players from Spurs and Man City because they don't play in Blank Gaming 33. So yeah, Son and Kane looks like very obvious because of the double gaming, right? So yeah, Aubameyang and Vardy are my very big differentials, and also Pereira in my opinion. Now Pereira is a bigger risk than Vardy and Aubameyang in my opinion, right? But still, they have to get out of that relegation zone. Let's hope something happens. Like if they can score 4 or 5 against Chelsea, why not against any other team? Let's see what happens. But yeah, this is what my team looks like. And the last defender that I have is Konsa. Now, as I said, one thing I don't like about this team is a lot of centre back that I have, and one reason I have Konsa there is because of the he plays in game week 33 against West Brom. I think that's pretty good fixture. I won't complain. For this game week, I'm pretty sure Konsa will be benched in my team because they don't have very good fixture, and next week also he might be benched from my team. But after that, like he plays against West Brom in 33, and another thing is Konsa also has a double game week left to come. It's not scheduled yet. I don't know when, but he still has a double game week left to play. So it looks like a very good deal to me for 4.6 million, right? But again, he's another center back. So I have a lot of center backs, but still, I do feel like they offer a very good value for the fixture and the run of form they have right now. So yeah, let's see what happens. But yeah, this is my final team. I feel like this is my final team. If there's any change to my wildcard team, I'll just put it in the Instagram account for you guys, right? Do follow the Instagram account. It's not private, it's open. So yeah, it's the link is in the description. So if there's any change to my team, I'll let you guys know in the Instagram. But as of now, it feels like my team will look something like this, and I still have about 0.2 left in my bank, right? So yeah, I just wanted to show this team to you guys. So yeah, talking about the points this week, I have 58 points, and I took no hits or anything. But yeah, you can see a lot of 1s and 2s and 3s in my team. And if it wasn't for Kane, right, this game would have been a complete disaster. So I've still got points above average, so I'd consider this still a decent kind of game week, right? So yeah, this just shows how important your captainship is, right? And like, I don't think I made a lot of wrong decisions, because like there's not a lot of points in my bench too, like Foster, Gundogan, Konsa, Veltman. I think benching them was a very good idea. So yeah, there's not much I want to talk about this week. Still, I'm still around 200,000 and still a green arrow. And yeah, let's just talk about the team for this week, Game Week 31, and captainship and everything. Now, this might be my first 11 for this week. Now, there might be changes. I don't know yet, right? I could change transfer out some players. I could change my first 11. I don't know yet, but this is how my first 11 might look. And yeah, my captain is not Kane. I think I'll just captain Aubameyang this week. Let's do that already. Now, yeah, my captain might be Aubameyang for this week. I just feel like this could be a good differential pick for me. And if you don't want to captain Aubameyang, or I don't know, if you want to look for some other captain, I feel like Danny Ings also could be a very good captain choice for this week, right? It might just work out. I don't know. Maybe Salah against Aston Villa, they might want to take that revenge again. I don't know what happens, but still, yeah. Except for Aubameyang, like Danny Ings, Salah, these could be some of the players you might want to look at. Now, looking at my bench, I do want to do one thing, and that is remove Cresswell for Phillips, because I have Vardy there and I also have Cresswell there, so I'm playing them against each other, and it just does not make sense to me at all. Like, I don't know what I'm expecting. Am I expecting Vardy to score? Am I expecting Cresswell to keep a clean sheet? I just don't know. So it just feels like I'm contradicting myself here. And the thing is, the way that West Ham are playing right now, playing Cresswell does not seem like that bad of an idea. But again, Vardy on penalties, that could work out. So I don't know. One thing I could change in my team is I could remove Phillips. I could bring in Phillips for Cresswell. I could do something like this, right? But I don't know. I'm not like super convinced to do this, the way that West Ham are playing and where they are in the table right now. So yeah, let's see what happens. But still, it does look like this will be my team all in all. I don't know if there is any changes I'll make. Just feel free to comment what you think about the wildcard team, what you think about the team selection, the captainship and everything. I love to have a good conversation, and you can easily send me Instagram DMs. I'll try and talk about the teams and your team selection. I could help you with that, right? And I'm very sorry about not having live stream these days. It's just not possible now nowadays, because now, as I said, there are no coronavirus restriction or anything in my country now. So I have to go to the university. I do this part-time job and everything. so there's just no time for live streaming right now. So that is one of the reason I have to record the videos and post them. So yeah, I don't know, as long as it helps, I guess. So yeah, as I said, please do let me know your opinions in the comment section, and do drop a like and do subscribe if it helped or anything. So yeah, this might be my first 11. So yeah, hope for a very good week. Take care and best of luck, and bye bye.